This is your Weather Authority forecast.
To say it's been a bad spring for the farmers would be an understatement, and it's not just here in Wisconsin. I've plotted the top 18 corn-producing states in the country, and all of them are running behind in terms of getting that corn in the ground, and we're not just talking a little bit behind. Wisconsin is 70% behind where it should be for this time of year. South Dakota, 93% behind where it should be for this time of year. Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, all close to 90% behind where they should be for this time of year. And this is really all due to the fact that we've had cooler weather, and more importantly, we've had that persistent wet pattern that just has not allowed the farmers to get out into the field. Back here at home, we're up to 14% of the corn planted across the state. We should be around 46%. When we look at the soybeans, it's not a brighter picture. 4% planted right now. We should be closer to that 17% range. And while we have made up some ground here in the last couple of days, the last week, overall, this wet pattern will be sticking around, and it's something that we'll have to pay close attention to. The longer and longer we wait to get these seeds into the ground, the more problems we could have. Speaking of the wet weather, our next best chance of rain and storms, that's going to arrive on Thursday, and that's going to be a day we pay close attention to. There is a chance of a couple of stronger storms, maybe some heavier rain, and maybe an isolated severe storm. Madison south and westward into eastern Iowa, northern Illinois. That's going to be the best chance, I think, and right now looks like that round of storms would move through during the first half of the day on Thursday. So a couple of days to prepare here. Does look like Thursday morning will be a day to stay weather aware. 68 degrees in Madison right now. Not bad. A mix of sun and clouds. Winds are calm. The dew point is very low into the 30s. So no humidity out there, and the low humidity is really the limiting factor in getting any shower activity, at least for now. Upper 60s, low 70s. That's where we are at the 6 o'clock hour. Still 70 in Janesville, Camp Douglas, 68 in Baraboo. Yes, a few clouds out there, but no rain, nor do I expect any for the evening and early overnight hours. Could be a couple sprinkles for the morning commute. I think the better chance of an isolated shower would be tomorrow afternoon and evening. You see it comes and goes there rather quickly. Only about a 10% chance on Wednesday. The better chance of rain and storms, as I mentioned, will move in early Thursday morning. Here we go, 8, 9, 10 o'clock. This continues into the noontime hour. This will likely be a line of showers and storms, and the potential of a few strong, maybe an isolated severe storm with some gusty winds, some heavy rain moving through during that time frame. Overnight tonight, 48, partly cloudy. Winds will be out of the south and west. Tomorrow, 73. Isolated shower, mainly during the late afternoon and evening. Thursday, we have bumped the weather impact scale to a 2. Medium impacts for the stronger storms. Yes, we keep the warm temperatures around, but we keep the rain chances around. Could see a couple of lines of storms Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even into early next week. So while we are getting some warmer weather, guys, looks like that overall wet trend is sticking around.
This is your Weather Authority forecast.
Well, we are still hanging on to the growing season across southern Wisconsin. What this means is we haven't had a hard enough frost or freeze to officially end things and kill off those seasonal plants. I think there's a pretty good chance tonight that the rest of Wisconsin will end the growing season. That means if you survived Friday night's freezing conditions, you will want to cover things up or bring them back inside as we move into the overnight hours and early tomorrow morning. And it's a good reminder that even if your home thermometer or readings you're seeing are above freezing, there's a chance that we're still going to see frost. That's because official air temperatures are measured around 5 or 6 feet off the ground. Now, right at ground level, it's typically much, much cooler. So as those water molecules are kind of floating through the air and as they meander towards the ground where it is a little cooler, they can freeze on contact, and that is why we are expecting frost tonight area-wide, especially as we start to get some clearing to work in and we start to get those winds to die down. Right now, it's a cloudy evening across southern Wisconsin. 41 degrees in Madison. The dew point's at 31, and winds, they're now out of the west and southwest at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Other readings, upper 30s to low 40s. We do have a 45, though, in Janesville. It's 39 in Baraboo, 44 at this hour into Boscobel. Sky Tracker HD, of course, we have the cloud cover. We have had a few periodic sprinkles and flurries this afternoon, and right now we are still tracking some of those into northern Juneau and Adams County. Could see a little wintry mix there. These will move towards Wautoma. Some of these, though, could sneak a little further south. So at least through about 9, 10 o'clock tonight, there will be the chance of a passing sprinkle or flurry. That's all it's going to be. It's not going to amount to a whole lot. Here's the culprit. cut off low pressure. It's been spinning through the Great Lakes region here for the past couple of days. Slowly but surely, it is going to work off to the east, and it will take the precipitation with it, and it will take the back edge of the cloud cover, which is through the Dakotas, with it as well. That's why I do think we get into some clearing by early tomorrow morning, but probably not until then. Here we go. Monday morning, a cold and frosty start, a mix of sun and clouds. Monday should be pretty nice. Now, temperatures will be running around 10 degrees below normal, but we'll have sunshine and we'll have dry weather. So compared to the weekend, it will be much nicer. Doesn't stick around long. We'll stick with the clear skies into Monday evening, but I think after midnight Monday, we will bring the clouds back, and by Tuesday morning, we will be having the chance of some scattered showers that will stick around through the day on Tuesday. Can't rule out an isolated storm, but right now this is looking to be just a rain event. Early indications on rain for Tuesday, a tenth up to about a quarter of an inch. Not a lot, but it will add to what's been another very wet month of October. 31 tonight, decreasing clouds, frost likely. 50 tomorrow, mostly sunny, pretty nice, especially compared to the past couple of days. We're back to a 1 on the weather impact scale Tuesday. That will be for the rain and storm chances. 49 Wednesday, 54 on Thursday, and then it looks like we will get back to the 60s as we move towards next weekend. That'll also come with another chance of some wet weather. So I guess we'll have to take what we have, Sierra. We do have some sunshine tomorrow, and I know that'll be a welcome sight for many, many people.
I'm very excited because I'm taking my engagement photos tomorrow.
Yes.
And I've been tracking our weather, and it looks great, and I'm so thankful for you.
We're following through. Good weather.
Thank you, everyone.
This is your Weather Authority forecast.
Well, it is another cold night across southern Wisconsin, and it has been enough to set a few records over the past couple of days. But it's important to note that climate change is still happening, and data from our partners at Climate Central showing over the past few decades record high temperatures, well, they are broken on an average of 2 to 1 to record cold temperatures. And yes, global temperatures, they are also continuing to climb. So while we're seeing the cold now, the overall trend does point to a warming climate. Right now, though, in Madison, 12 degrees. How about that wind chill? 2 degrees is what it feels like. The dew point's at 1 below, and winds, well, they are out of the south right now at around 7 miles an hour. We do have a couple of single digits on the map. Beaver Dam 9, it's 8 in Watertown. It's also 8 for you in Monroe right now. Janesville coming in at just 12 degrees here this evening. Temperatures will start to level off here in the next couple of hours. You can see warmer temperatures to the west, relatively speaking. We're into the teens and 20s as you get into portions of Nebraska. And as the clouds move in and winds continue to pump in from the south, temperatures will have a hard time falling from this point forward. Here's the latest on Sky Tracker HD. Clouds, yes, they're approaching from the west. Here's our snow. It's getting organized back through Minnesota and the Dakotas, but it's not all that impressive. It's going to have to get its act together before it brings us any chance of accumulating snow, and that won't be until sometime tomorrow afternoon and more so into the evening. Closer look back here at home, just a few clouds beginning to move in. You can still spot that bright moon out there, but I think after midnight, that's going to be hard to do. And certainly by tomorrow morning, 6, 7 a.m., as you're heading off to work and school, we're back to cloudy skies. No problem for the morning commute. We'll look for that snow to overspread the area by mid to late morning, and then by tomorrow afternoon, it becomes likely from west to east. The exception, southeastern Wisconsin. You may hold off on the snow until tomorrow evening, and that's also why we're expecting the lighter totals in that area from around Janesville towards Lake Geneva, Kenosha, Racine. Probably going to be under an inch of snow. The rest of the area, we're still looking at a good 1 to 2 inches with isolated pockets of around 3 inches. All of this, it's out of here as we move into the day on Thursday with sunshine as we wrap up the week. Another look at the snow totals. Again, heaviest totals to the north, and it's not going to be all that heavy. 1 to 2 inches, isolated pockets of 3, less than an inch expected down along the state line. Just enough to cause some problems. It's been cold. The ground's cold. It will stick to the pavement. 7 tonight. Temperatures will climb after midnight with increasing clouds. Gusty winds tomorrow. That will blow some of that snow around. 25 the expected high. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're green on the weather impact scale. Another chance of a rain or snow shower come Sunday, and check out temperatures early next week. We could rebound into the lower 40s. That will feel like a heat wave, my friends.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome.
It is going to be awesome, but it's terribly sad when you think about it that we're
And it's only
excited about
November.
40 in November.
Right.